Hello everybody, welcome back to HMC Med Kitchen with Dr. Williams. I'm Dr. Williams and I'm glad you're joining me tonight as we cook together. Tonight we're going to be making fish tacos with mango and red cabbage. This is one of my favorite meals and it helps us meet that Mediterranean diet food group of fish, and we'll talk about that. So let's get started. First we're going to make the relish that we use on top of the fish taco, and that has a lot of really beautiful colored vegetables in it and some mango. So let me show you how we do that. First we'll use the juice of 1 lime, and this is about 2 tablespoons of red cooking wine, and then we're going to add about 2 teaspoons of honey. And then to that, we're going to add about 1 tablespoon's worth of cilantro. And we'll just mix that all together. And that's going to provide some acidity and some sweetness and help our vegetables taste really good. All right, so we'll set that aside. Again, we like to use a lot of colorful vegetables with this. And so we're using about 3/4 cup of red cabbage, and about 1/2 of a red pepper, and 2 diced up green onions, and I'm going to put in about 1/2 of a jalapeno. You can add more or less depending on how much heat you like on your tacos. And then we'll put in 1 cup of mango. And we'll just mix those vegetables and that mango together. And you can see how beautiful that is, all the color that's in there. And now we'll just add that vinaigrette that we made to add that flavor. That acidity will help keep things fresh, and the honey will give us just a little bit of sweetness. And again, we'll mix that all together. Get that all coated really well. That looks great. Now let's set that aside and let's talk about our fish. To fulfill the point of the food group of fish in our Mediterranean diet plan, we want to have just 2 servings of 4 ounces of fish per week. And so that's really not a whole lot of fish. You don't have to eat fish every day, but fish is good. Tastes good and it's good for you. So tonight in our fish tacos, I'm going to be using some tilapia fillets. You can use any fish for this, but that's what I had handy in my freezer, and so have those thawed out and ready to go. So the spices that we're going to use to coat our tilapia with are 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of oregano, about 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, and about 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. So let's mix those together. And we're just going to use these spices to coat the tilapia. We're not going to bread it. Doesn't need to have that breading. We don't need those extra calories. This will give it a lot of flavor and it'll be perfect for our tacos. We're ready to cook our fish, and so I'm going to add just a couple of teaspoons of olive oil to our pan, and we want our pan pretty hot. This is probably 400 degrees or so. And then we're just going to take our tilapia fillets and just put them right in those spices that we mixed up a little earlier. Just get them coated pretty well. And just put them right in the pan. And these will cook fairly quickly. But that's good because I'm hungry. All right, we'll let those cook, and that's going to take about 10 minutes or so. Yeah, those are looking good. We want them kind of darkly seared, almost blackened. And that's what that's doing. That's looking great. All right, I think those are done. Those look good. So we're just going to take those out of the pan and they'll be ready to put on our tacos soon. The last thing I want to do for my tacos is to grill my tortillas a little bit. And I'm just going to use the same pan that I use for my fish. So I just use a little bit of spray oil and drop my tortillas in. We just want to basically just warm those a little bit. And soften them up. All right, those are looking good. Let's make some tacos. All right, so the last thing we need to do is just assemble our tacos. And this is very simple and easy. And so we just take some of our fish and put it on the tacos or on the tortillas. Good, and then that delicious slaw relish that we made. We'll put a couple of spoonfuls of that on there. And then I like to finish those off with just a little sprinkle of some feta cheese, just to give it a little bit of extra flavor. There we go. Those are ready to eat and I can't wait. Again, this is one of my favorite meals. One of the things I like about it is just the taste and the flavor, of course. But the amazing thing is these two tacos come in at about 350 calories. And so they're filling, they're tasty, and you don't use too many calories when you're eating this meal. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.